So here I'm just making a quick video. I am not an experienced video maker. I was making a quick video to show the scam that's behind some of the Lifetouch JCPenney portraits sessions. Now, I'm older and I don't like using smartphones. I'm not a smartphone user at all. And it looked even worse on the smartphone. But I was over here on the computer and I was trying to book a session for my wife because she wanted a family portrait. And so I was over here and I clicked book now, and then I clicked on this area down here where it says services. And so I scroll down, I look for family, and then I found where it says groups group 2 to 7, and I saw group 2 to 7 extended session. I said, oh great, my kids are nuts. Like any family, everyone thinks their kids are nuts. Well, we have several special needs kids in our family, and they can get excessively rambunctious. And then I go to choose the date. And so if you notice here, again, I chose a service. I chose everything I needed to choose, and they have plenty of availability. I'll get back to that in a second. So after I did all this, I went to go book. And now, when we went to the session, on here, as you see, I'm scrolling up and down. There's even some fine print down here. But nowhere on this screen does it say that if you do an extended session, it's a $25 extra fee. And so when we went there, we were told, hey, and if you want your photos, you want anything, you're gonna have to pay the extra $25. And we were just stunned. And I went through the same steps I did to show that it didn't say the fee. And then they found on a different part, somewhere that we didn't look, we didn't know it existed. And they said, here, look, there's a $25 fee. I'm still trying to sort through and find it myself. And for it to be that difficult for me to find this fee myself, it was kind of absurd that it's even there. But on top of that, JCPenney's has all sorts of great Groupons, and they all say the same thing. As we scroll down here, professional photography session with no fees, no session fees. Okay. Next Groupon, same thing. And again, there we go. And there are 3 more. So they all say the same thing, no session fees, but yet there was an extra $25 session fee. For families that have a lot of medical needs or just are strapped for cash, to hide these extra fees is rather absurd. And while we were at the session, we asked about it. We weren't very confrontational, but yet the young photographer decided to go and stood in the back and very obnoxiously loud complained to another manager at a different store because the manager at this store was not available. And she said continuously, I'm not going to argue with these people. And then I looked at my wife and we said to each other, we really weren't arguing, we were just asking. And she stood back there for an hour. And then she came back and she said, well, you might have to purchase more product. But then we're like, okay. And then she said she still has to verify. So we started picking out stuff. And then we asked about it. And she called again, and we waited another hour. We were told that booking these extended sessions take up another time slot that someone else could have had. But we were the only customers there that afternoon. There were no other appointments. Nobody else walked up. Several walked up to use the bathroom, but we were there for 2.5 hours. And it was, according to associates so busy that we took up another slot that we had to pay the $25. And in the end, after waiting and listening to the loud conversation she was having with another manager or employee or even friend, who knows, about other customers rather than our situation, wasting our time, this was probably the worst photo experience that we've ever had in our life. So I'm telling everyone, be aware of the scam because there's a lot of hidden fees everywhere. Oh, and don't forget, if you do order anything from them, now this is listed on the Groupon, it is $10 to ship it to home. They don't have the option to pick it up in the store anymore. So no matter what, you'll always have that $10 fee. And be careful, you may have a few other hidden fees, especially that $25 one that we apparently were going to get billed for if we didn't pay on the spot. So good luck with the Lifetouch JCPenney portraits. You'll need it.